Guys, beginning. It's question 4. Okay. Now, what it does is it wants you to get the area of the full object here. So it wants you to get the area of the full thing. Now, what the trapezoidal rule does is it chops up the area into small slices. So you can see that this is the first slice here. Second slice will be in red. Third slice is in blue. So what it does is it slices it up into thin strips. Okay. And what we do is we then have a formula that adds up all the thin strips, the areas of all the thin strips, adds them together and gives us an answer. Now, what happens is, to find out what's going on here, H1 is the first height. The first height is always directly above the start. In this case, H1 is 46. H2? 46. H3, 35. Alright, we get the gist. We're just going to put in all the numbers, okay? Now, the last one, okay, so that's H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7, H8. The last one, or the last height in this question, is H8, okay? So, the first height is H1. The last height for this question, it changes every question. The last height for this question is H8. Okay? And then it's plus 2 times the sum of the remaining heights. So look, the area, we use the formula, okay? Yeah.
So it's first plus last and then
2 times the others. Yeah. Okay. So what area is we put in the width over 2 formula, okay? So sorry guys. Area equals width over 2. Now what is the width? The width is the gap, is the width of each strip. So in this case it's going to be 2 over 2. Width over 2. The first height. Okay, so the first height. The first height is no. It's 14 in total, but it's the width of each individual strip, which is 2. Can you see the 2 there? Okay. Sorry guys. Again. So look, the first height is 46. The last height is 16. So first height plus last height, and then 2 times the remaining heights. So all we gotta do is put in 46 plus 35 plus 37 plus 36. Plus 25, plus 22, and then just close off the bracket. Now, to be honest, you sort of have your work cut out here with this. Now, what we do know about the outside is it's 1. 2 divided by 2, 1. We don't need to worry about that now. So it's just going to be 46 plus 16 plus 2 times the remainder. Okay, so we just got to put them all in. So it's going to be 46. 46 plus 35 plus 37 plus 36 plus 25 plus 22, close bracket, so 464. Yeah.
What happens if the width is
a different number? You just multiply whatever this number is by whatever is outside. So say the width is 14. It'd be 14 divided by 2, which is 7. Okay?
Yeah. So, okay, they're all 2, so that's grand. That's common.
Yeah. But, they're always common. It's always the same across 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. Okay. Shh, lads. That's the area of this one. Okay? If you excuse me for a second, the area of the next one, okay? The area of the next one, because it doesn't go directly up at the start or the end. See the way it doesn't, like question 4 went directly up at the start and it went directly up at the end. Basically here and here. In this question, the first height is 0. H1 is 0 because it doesn't go directly up. Alright? H2 is what, guys? 8 plus 3. H2 is 11. Lads, H3? 18. H4? 10. And H5, which is the last height? 0. Okay, use your formula again. What's the width for this one? 5. Okay, so area equals 5 over 2, bracket first height, which is 0, second height is 0, plus 2 times 11, 2 times 11, plus 18, plus 10, close bracket, and then it's just going to be 5 over 2, multiplied by, that's going to be 29 plus 10, 39 multiplied by 2, 78. 5 over 2 times 78. You could just put it all directly into the calculator. Wouldn't be an issue in doing that.
Yeah.
And what you get there is 78. And then our answer for that one is 195. Now, for the most part, they're reasonably easy. Okay? Now, the way they make them harder is by a question like question 8 is how they actually go about making them harder. In this question, we know what the area is, okay? So I just want to grab the formula from the last page. Okay, so once again, all I'm doing is just really reading the formula, okay? So, in this case, width is represented by, what letter represents width in this question? H actually represents the width, okay? Which is a bit confusing, but it's just the way they decided to do it. Now, H1 is 10, and H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 is 6. The first and the last are 10 and 6. So in this case, area equals width over 2, which is going to be H over 2. The first height is 10, the last height is 6, and then 2 times the remaining, which is going to be 2 times 7, plus 8, plus 9, plus another 9. Now, for the time being, ignore the H over 2 on the outside and figure out what's inside the bracket. So it's going to be 10 plus 6, plus 2 times 7, plus 8, plus 9, plus 9, close bracket, 82. H over 2 multiplied by 82 equals, what was the area in the question? 205. Now, what is 82 divided by 2? 41. 41H equals 205. What is H? So divide 205 by 41 and we get 5. Now, they might ask you 5 what? You got to go back to the question and see if it's in centimetres or metres. 5 centimetres. Now, most teachers doing the Leaving Cert Ordinary Report, everybody's fine doing the ones where we just put in, but when you have to figure out what H is or what W is, then you start to encounter the problem. So you guys seem to get that quite easily. Alright, next question we're going to do. It's got on video anyway, right? Next one, okay, will be this one here. Now guys, I need you to do me a favour on this one. Can somebody get out a ruler and measure from, once you get your ruler out, can you measure from this point here all the way to this point here for me, please? And this will tell me how big I need to make my ruler. How big is it? 11 points? 11.9. Sure it's not 12 would be a really convenient number. Is it? I'm very sure it's 12. Alright. Okay. Alright guys. You said 11.9, okay? So look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale my ruler to make that 11.9. And I'm going to actually make it 12. So, yeah. Alright. Now, guys, 12, okay? 12 centimetres. Alright guys. 12 centimetres is what it is on the board. Now, how many different strips do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's four widths is 12. So what's one width? 1 width is 3. So what we can do is mark that's 3, 3, 3, That's why I'm pretty certain they meant for it to be 12 centimeters, because they wouldn't give you a question with really awkward decimals. Okay, now that we've done that, our next step is to measure the heights of each one. Okay, so that I get the height of the first line as, I'm going to go for, don't be you guys, I'm going for around 4.9. What do you guys think? What? Who sees 5? Yeah, I'm going 4.9, okay? 4.9 or 5, okay? You actually in the test you actually have a margin of error. So it's actually okay just to get a 0.1 off. Just don't get like 0.3, 0.4 off and you won't lose any marks, okay? Next one. Next height is from here to here, which is
6.8.
6.9. Alright, some people say 7. It's fair enough. Okay, 6.9. Sorry lads. Okay, so some people are getting 7, some people are getting 6.9, okay? Next one. 4 centimeters. Okay? And what's the height of the first one and the last one? First one is?
0.
Last one?
0.
Okay, H2, H3, H4, H5. 0. Okay. Measure the horizontal lines and the offset in centimeters. We've done that. Okay? Make a rough sketch of the shape in your answer book and record the measurements on it. Use the trapezoidal rule with these measurements to estimate the area of the shape. So look, width area is going to be width over 2, and then it's going to be the first height by the last height. First height plus last height. Sorry. H1 plus H5. And then 2 times the remainders, which is H2, H3, and H4. And what we're going to get here, guys, is width over 2, 3 over 2. The first height is 0, last height is 0. 2 times 4.9 plus, what's the other one? 6.9. Plus 4, still recording. Okay, 3 over 2 into, what's that in the calculator, guys? 2 multiplied by 4.9, 2 bracket, 4.9 plus 6.9 plus 4. Okay, 31.6, okay? Multiply 31.6 by 1.5, and what do we get? Okay, what we get here is we're going to get 47.7 centimeters, 47.4 centimeters squared. Okay guys,